Kickstart, the ultimate bike show. Your weekly dose of bike news, interviews, events, updates, modifications, and lots of other issues and lots more other talks with me, Sanjay, only on Radio Rastrago, Radio Kantipur. It's Kickstart, the ultimate bike show. Big hello to all the listeners out there all around the world. My name is Sanjay and this is Kickstart, the ultimate bike show. One show all about motorcycles and motorcycles. And today right here on Kickstart, the ultimate bike show, I'm planning to go ahead and talk about motorcycles between 300 to 400cc that you can go ahead and find within Nepal. So if you want to go ahead and buy, you know, basically a motorcycle between 300 to 400cc, then this episode is one episode you should not miss. I'm going to give you some technical aspects about the bike as well as the price of the motorcycle. So stick around, stay tuned this afternoon throughout this hour. This is Kickstart, the ultimate bike show with me, Sanjay. 101.8 MHz, 96.1 MHz, and our website radiokantipur.com. Via that, you're tuned into us all over Nepal and all over the world. And today I'm planning to go ahead and talk about bikes between 300 and 400cc. So let me go ahead and start off with the 2017 edition of the KTM RC. Yes, KTM RC, the Australian motorcycle brand, recently went ahead and started up their plant in India, and via that we got KTM RC right here in Nepal. Now let me talk about the bike in brief. 373.2cc of raw power, and the maximum power is 43.5 PS at, remember, that is 9,000 RPM, and the torque is 36 Nm. So basically it's a killer bike. It goes ahead and starts off quick, and it basically goes on for the long haul. Alright, it's got 6 gears. Generally in 300 to 400cc motorcycles you generally have 6 gears, and this is one thing that, you know, that is a bit tricky about the KTM RC. To keep it light, it can only carry 9.5 liters of fuel, and the top speed is a killer 179 kilometers per hour, which I'm sure you're never gonna hit within Kathmandu or around the valley. But if you hit the highways, I'm sure you can hit up to 150. So again, if you want to buy a super bike which has got the latest technology, then KTM RC 390 is the bike for you. The price is 6,81,900 rupees if you want to go ahead and buy a 390cc motorcycle. Now moving forward, KTM RC's smaller brother, I'm going to go ahead and talk about KTM Duke 390. Again, it's got the same displacement, the same engine. It basically has everything. It's just that it doesn't have a fairing. Alright, it's not covered. Everything else is almost the same except for the fuel tank, which is 13.5 liters, and displacement is the same, but the power and the torque has been slightly reduced in I'm talking about the KTM Duke 390. So the price is also reduced. It's almost 70,000 rupees less if you want to go ahead and buy it in Nepal. The cost of KTM Duke 390 is 6,06,900 rupees. So basically that sums up the KTM series of motorcycles that you can buy within 300 to 400cc right here in Nepal. After the commercial break, after this beautiful song, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, talk about all the motorcycles from Yamaha, from Benelli, and from Royal Enfield, as well as from Bajaj. So stick around to Kickstart, the ultimate bike show with me, Sanjay. This is Kickstart, the ultimate bike show, one show where I go out and talk about motorcycles, and today I'm talking about bikes that you can buy in Nepal, which are between 300 to 400cc. Alright, so moving forward, Yamaha YCF R3, one of my favorite motorcycles. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this one. It's got 321cc, alright, so basically it is a super powerful pocket rocket. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say, because Yamaha, you got the Japanese brand, you've got the Japanese engine. It's a fantastic super bike, 41.4 bhp. Basically, again, like I mentioned earlier, 6 gears, ground clearance is 160, which is still, you know, slightly less than the KTM series, but hey, that's what you get off a fully faired bike. Now the weight of the bike is 169 kg and it carries 14 liters of fuel and the top speed. This is the best part about the The R3, which is the smaller version of the R6, 188 kilometers per hour. So if you really want to go fast, then Yamaha YZF R3 is the bike for you. And the price is the most expensive one among my list, 9 lakh rupees. So if you have 9 lakh rupees to shed out for a, for a super tiny little bike, 300cc of superpower, then you can simply go ahead and buy this one. Now moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and talk about another 300cc motorcycle. This one is one of my favorite ones. I go ahead and call it a tiny street fighter, or let's say a tiny KTM fighter, Kathmandu fighter that is, Benelli TNT 300. It is one of my favorite motorcycle. It's 300cc. Power, let's go ahead and talk about the power, 37.73 bhp. The torque is not bad as well at all. It is 26.5. And well, my favorite part about this bike is the sound. If you don't know Benelli TNT 300, then just look it up on YouTube, check out the sound, or just make sure that you go to the showroom and test ride this motorcycle, because it's a fantastic bike. Fuel capacity, that's my favorite part about this bike. It's 16 liters. It's towards the heavy side, 196 kgs, so that's slightly heavier. And top speed is 158 kilometers per hour. I'm sure you can hit it till 120, 130 easily. The price is 6,80,000 rupees according to the showroom. So again, if you have that money to go ahead and shout out for a Benelli, which is the Italian manufacturer's bike. The bike's been made in China, but again, the Benelli name has been there for generations and generations and generations. So you can simply go ahead and, test ride it. And my suggestion, if you like it, definitely buy it. Moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this next bike. This one is, it has survived, it has survived the partition. It has survived a lot of things when it comes to Indian motorcycles. This is the bike that you have to have once in your life, or every man needs to go ahead and ride a bullet at least once in their lifetime. So I'm talking about the Royal Enfield Classic 350. I'm not going to say a lot about it. I'm sure you already know a bit about this bike. 346cc, 19.8 bhp, and again, the ground clearance is amazing. The weight is on the heavier side. I'm sure you already know this. So it's 192 kg. It's not for the lighter guys, all right? If you're towards the heavy side, then this is the bike for you. 13.5 liters. That's what you can fit. You can travel all around the planet with it. People have crossed all the continents with this motorcycle. The top speed is 120 kilometers per hour. It's not about speed with this bike. It's about the ride and the thump of the bike. So again, if you want to go ahead and buy a Royal Enfield Classic, it starts off with 4 lakh rupees. That's 4,49,000 rupees. So again, this might be a bike of your choice. So check it out at the showroom. Stick around. I still have one more bike to go ahead and share. So this Kickstart the Ultimate Bike Show with me, Sanjay. I'm talking about 300 to 400cc motorcycles this afternoon. And yes, everybody, I'm talking about bikes between 300 and 400cc that you can buy within Nepal. So let me go ahead and do a quick recap of the bikes that I shared right here on Kickstart the Ultimate Bike Show, right here on Radio Kantipur. This is me, Sanjay, and the bikes that I shared were KTM RC 390. The price of the bike is 6,81,900 rupees. KTM Duke 390. The price of this bike is 6,0900 rupees. Yamaha YZF R3, that is R300cc. It's 9 lakh rupees that you can buy in Kathmandu in Nepal. Benelli TNT 300, 6,80,000 rupees is the price of this bike. Royal Enfield Classic 350, that's the, it is one of the most affordable bikes when it comes to 300 and 400cc motorcycle. It's 4,49,000. And right at the end, I'm going to talk about Bajaj Dominar 400. Big boys play at night. So that's what is the tagline of this motorcycle. Displacement is 373.3cc. It's not exactly 400, but hey, it's easier to call it a 400cc motorcycle. Torque as well as the power is 35 bhp and 35 Nm respectively. It's a one-cylinder motorcycle, alright, remember that. It's a one-cylinder motorcycle. Ground clearance is not bad at all. It's 157 mm. Weight is towards the heavier side. It's 182 kg. 13 liters of fuel, which is not bad at all. And the top speed is 156 kilometers per hour. And the price For this motorcycle, it's a 2017 series motorcycle. It's 4,70,000 rupees. So if you like Bajaj motorcycles, if I've met a lot of people who have been riding Bajaj motorcycles for the past 10, 12, 13 years. So if you're a fan of Bajaj, then hey, go ahead and check out the Bajaj Dominar 400. And with this, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot out of the studio. I'd like to go ahead and thank everybody for going ahead and listening to my show. If you wanna, buy a new bike, then pick out one of these bikes. These are some of these bikes are the latest bikes that you can go ahead and ride in Nepal. And if the price is right for you, and if the bike is right for you, then hey, why not? Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe, ride safe. This is the biker who not only talks bikes, but lives them. This is Sanjay says, catch you guys soon.